I want to let everybody in the podcast know that I have ADHD and I cannot function. I have to do something while I'm talking in order to stay on track. And if you've, listened to the other podcasts, you will know this to be true. Because if I'm not on track, it's because I'm not doing something.
I don't know what HDs are, but 80 seems like a lot.
I'm gonna fight you, I swear.
Alright, guys. Welcome back to another week of Talk Before You Run. This is gonna be interesting. If you ain't heard of it yet. Pineapple's already giggling. We ain't even started yet.
It's going to be one of those select podcasts.
Yep. It's
Y'all stuck with me.
very exclusive.
Exclusive? What?
So we're gonna start off.
Oh, never mind. I got the joke.
Yeah, okay. Hopefully by the end of this podcast, other people will get this joke too.
Right?
So we're going to start off with the same question that the article that I sent y'all started off with. Because I just think it's a really good starter. Would you pay $6,000 a year for a dating app? Me personally, I wouldn't. No way. Jose.
Must be nice to have that kind of money. Can I have it? Can you guys pay a subscription to, save Jesse? Save the pineapple, please? That'd be great.
I think if the app actually was a dating app, then yeah, maybe. But as far as dating apps go, in my opinion, I haven't really come across one that isn't really used as a hookup app rather than a dating app, That's just my experience. Like, oh, we don't want a date, we just want a one-night stand type thing going on.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. So dating apps were intended to be used. I see, me personally, let me rephrase that. I don't believe, and now the dating app in question is Tinder. I don't believe Tinder was originally intended to be a dating app, but to be a hookup app and then turned into a dating app. Or,
In my town, we have a hookup app. I don't know why. I see it on the Love Stuff door billboard thing.
Okay.
Sorry.
When you said was just like, okay, wait, hold up here.
Well, I mean, they sell it.
The adult
sex
store. Yeah, the adult store.
Adult store.
Novelty store as well.
I hope it's adults watching or reading or whatever the hell this podcast. I'm having a stroke today. Please don't mind me.
We can tell.
I had coffee earlier.
Well, that explains it.
Decaf?
No.
I didn't think so.
She needs to start drinking decaf coffee. So yeah.
Fuck it.
Well, I'm more of a kind of guy, so I don't know what you're talking about. So like I said,
Anyway,
the app in question is Tinder. So Tinder announced that they will be releasing a new subscription plan, and it's going to be called Tinder Select.
Yeah, correct you right quick. And it's not just you. I saw it on a lot of the places that I've been reading. Apparently, from this one article from Uber Gizmo, it was initially launched in 2017, but they're just now starting to charge.
Okay, I've been on Tinder for a while, and this is the first time I've ever heard of it.
Well, again, it was Select, so it's the same. The only thing that's changing is they're going to charge $500 a month for it. You can. I didn't mean to interrupt you that much.
Oh, you good? Go ahead. Keep going.
Well, I've already lost my train of thought. So.
That train derailed.
Okay,
It's gone.
so it said that this was something that was out back in 2017. Like I said, this is the first time I'm hearing of it, but like you said, it was Select, so maybe I just wasn't part of the select few.
Well, you're not a celebrity
Not rich enough.
or what they deemed, calling back from the last podcast, a beautiful one.
Yeah, I ain't one of them narrow. See, I don't want to say that, because then that's admitting that I'm ugly, and, well, now you're right. I'm not one of them beautiful ones.
I didn't want.
I'm ugly and I'm proud.
Just to clarify, I wasn't calling you ugly.
I'm ugly and I'm proud.
He wouldn't do that on the podcast. He'd do that outside of the podcast.
Exactly.
But this Tinder Select is supposed to be like an invite-only membership that's only going to be accepted to like less than 1% of people. First off, this subscription just sounds weird to begin with, and I'm going to tell you why here in a minute. But first, for $499 a month, you can be part of this Tinder Select community. And let's, dive into what that entails. So first, you'll be able to direct message people without matching first. So, I mean, if anybody who's ever used Tinder knows how it goes, but for anybody who doesn't, you swipe left on the people that you don't want to try to match with, you swipe right on the people that you do want to try to match with, and if that person decides that they want to match with you as well, they will also swipe right, aka the match part. Me personally, this is just weird. Now, it says that it will allow you to do that up to 2 times a week. So 2 times a week, you'll be able to message somebody who probably doesn't even want to talk to you to begin with. The second one, the second one kind of doesn't make any sense to me. It says a profile with an unblurred photo that is prioritized on other users likes you grid for 1 week. So,
Oh, yeah, okay. So whenever somebody likes you, you can without having to pay, you can actually go there, and you can see a blurred image of what that person's profile is. So what that is if the person who likes you has this ungodly expensive thing, then you can see their image without the blur.
okay, see, that was the part that I was confused on whether or not you were getting to see the unblurred photo, which I was fixing to say, if that's the case, that's kind of dumb, because then you could just buy the regular subscription
Right.
and get that exact same thing. And I think the regular subscription is like $19.99 a month or something like that.
I think it started as low as 24 when I did my reading.
Okay, so then $24 a month.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes.
I have never had any dating subscription or any kind of dating app ever, so my opinions are based on what these guys are saying, and yeah, never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah, Pineapple's our outside source for this because I have been on multiple different dating apps. And Switch, you said you've been on multiple different dating apps, so yeah, Pineapple's our outside source.
You sure want to talk about this? Your daddy's going to hear about this.
My daddy knows what I do. My daddy calls me a gigolo as it is, so we're all good.
Essentially, he calls
He calls me a what? You cut out.
a hoe.
Oh yeah, well we already know that. So the next part is they give you a little badge, that shows off your access to this exclusive tier.
Which apparently you can hide.
Well, yeah, you imagine how. Look, I'm just saying. It'd be kind of weird, you like somebody and they go, well, I guess if you message them without them matching back with you, I guess they'll know right off the bat anyways. But
yeah.
my thing is I'm kind of curious to see who is actually going to pay for this.
Yeah, me too. I don't. I'm curious to people who pay the actual $24.99 for what is it, Tinder Plus? I think. Yeah, Tinder Plus, Tinder Gold. Really?
Yeah.
Does it work?
I mean, it literally just allows you to see the people that like you and shit like that.
So
and then
in
you
my
can
case,
go back, like you can skip back if you swipe left on somebody by accident, and you can actually go back and swipe right on them.
So in my case, I would be able to see the bots coming.
Yeah, pretty much, because that's
that's
much
all
exactly
I get.
what it is. Actually, I don't even know if I'm still subscribed to. I might not even be subscribed to it anymore, but I do know at one point in time I was.
Well, I've got a lot of experience talking to spam bots.
Yeah, me too. I can spot them without even having to swipe on them anymore.
Right?
Spam bots. What else? The ones that are selling themselves as products.
Yep, selling
Yeah,
that
I
OF
heard of that.
content.
Yeah.
No. My friend, he came up to me and he said, "Look what this girl said on Tinder." And I looked at his Tinder and she was like, "You can come to my house and we can get freaky if you give me $60."
Yeah, that's one of
That's a
those
prostitute.
just trying to get. And
is.
you'll never show up at their house or anything like that. They'll be like, "Oh, send it to me on Cash App, then I'll send you my address." Yeah,
No,
no.
she put her address up on there.
Oh,
I looked up her address. She's
That's
stupid.
crazy.
I've seen some.
Yeah.
I've seen some profiles who have a couple of pictures up there, and then only thing they have in their bio or whatever is their OnlyFans link.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of those too. Or they don't even show like a picture of themselves. They just put a picture in there, and it's
Yeah,
go subscribe to my OF, and then their name or whatever, and then
right.
they put
Or
the same thing in the description. As like, okay, yeah,
hmm or hey, in their bio, I'm not on here. Hit me up on Snapchat or whatever. Like, oh yeah, that's definitely a bot.
oh for sure. So the next one is a select mode that lets members see and be seen by the app's most sought after profiles for quotation more exceptional connections in quotation. I'll tell you this right now. If you're desperate enough to pay $499 a month for this subscription, if you pay the $24.99, that's one thing. You know, because you want to be able to see the people that like you and stuff like that. But if you're desperate enough to pay $499 a month, it's most likely because people aren't swiping on you. Because why else would you need to message somebody who doesn't want to match with you if you could just match with people? You know what I'm saying?
Well, Tinder's not the only dating app out there, and they're all different in their different ways. Like I've been on some that you can actually send one message per day to one person.
Yeah, but those aren't necessarily dating apps that are meant to be like match based like that, though.
Right. Speaking of Match, did you know that Tinder was created by Match
Mm,
in 2012? It's a subsidiary.
no, I didn't know that. Like at all.
I just read it, so I didn't know it either.
Oh, well, something like that. We're getting closer. I don't know. It's just to me that select mode thing is just another way of, you know, I guess the most sought after profiles would be like a generated, you know, whoever gets swiped right on the most. Because how else are you going to determine what a sought after profile is?
I have a question.
We have an answer, maybe.
What's Bumble?
Bumble is
Bumble?
another dating app that's kind
Yeah.
of similar to Tinder. The only difference between Bumble and Tinder is when you match with somebody, the woman actually has to message you first,
Oh, really?
or at least
I,
that's how it used
Oh.
to be.
I've seen Bumble on TikTok a lot, and I
I
actually
thought
downloaded it once. And I was like, oh, I don't like it, so.
I'm not saying this to be weird. I am gay. I'm bisexual. I thought Bumble was for, gay people.
Well, I think
No,
that
Grinder
it has
is.
an option.
Grinder. That's the
Aha!
one.
Yeah, Grinders.
That's the one she's
Oh.
thinking
That
of.
was for strictly LGBT, and then no, I'm sorry, that one's strictly for the G part of the LGBT, and I think Bumble is for all of the rainbow colors.
The Bumble's for everybody.
Yeah,
I actually have a account on there too. I'm saying I've been on a lot of different way dating websites.
and I had one, but it was a while ago, and I don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
I don't even have a Tinder anymore. I got tired of talking to bots. Like if I wanted to talk to someone who makes no sense, I could talk to myself.
I
Or
get
me.
notifications. I get notifications all the time from Tinder talking about your account is hidden. Go send likes to have your account unhidden. Is like, dude, I ain't been on this in like a year. What makes you think I'm gonna get on it now just because you sent this notification? I should go check and make sure I don't have a subscription to that anymore. Because if so, then I'm paying
Yeah,
$24.99 a month for no reason, anyways.
right.
When
Uh,
you can when you
Huh?
can use me as a free, I'll introduce you to random lady.
Yeah, but we all know how that one turns out every single time too.
Hey, don't be mean to me.
It's
I
not you.
try.
It's not you. It's the
And
rest
I
of
just, for some reason, I find a lot of bitchy women.
them.
They're
think
attracted to me. Travis.
They're usually attracted to me too.
Oh no.
Depends
I
on which
think
ones you're talking about.
Yeah, it depends on which one.
Avalanche.
That didn't happen.
It did. I heard it. I've seen it for myself.
I want to let everybody in the podcast know that I have ADHD and I cannot function. I have to do something while I'm talking in order to stay on track. And if you've, listened to the other podcasts, you will know this to be true. Because if I'm not on track, it's because I'm not doing something.
I don't know what HDs are, but 80 seems like a lot.
I'm gonna fight you, I swear. I guess, Switch, are you gonna put those pictures, or not pictures, the picture,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
example picture up?
yeah. I
It'll
thought.
be on the YouTube.
Do you have an Instagram that you post those to, or anything like that as well?
I can make one if people are interested, but I won't make one until I find out people are interested.
All right. Well, if anybody is interested in that, you can hit us up on X or the old TikTok. Talk before you run. Hashtag talk before you run. You know.
And if you don't have either one of those and you want to email us, you could also talkbeforeyouRunpodcast@yahoo.com.
Yahoo.
I personally don't see those, so you have to let Travis. But
yes.
right now I am currently painting a spooky ghost because it is Friday the 13th.
Yes, happy Friday the 13th, guys.
And it's
Happy
a full
Friday
moon.
the 13th. Ooh.
Friday
And there was a solar eclipse today, or tomorrow. Is it today or tomorrow?
It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow?
Yeah.
It's
I'm
tomorrow.
going to go
Sorry.
look in
On
the
Saturday
sky.
the 14th.
Yep.
I'm going to go look in the sky without sunglasses on. Look over here.
I'm gonna
drive.
I'm gonna drive to Travis's, beat his ass. Can I say on the podcast?
Yeah.
We've said a lot of other weird things. I guess ass
You
is
can
definitely.
Yeah, you can say anything you want. If anything needs to be blurted out, I will do that. Like the other curse words, like depending on how you're using them, I guess. You know.
I'm sorry to interrupt this broadcast, but pineapples giving spoilers.
All right.
Pineapples at it again.
Let's reel it back in.
Okay, sorry.
All right.
So,
go
go ahead,
ahead.
Switch.
To combat the bots and stuff like that, they made it so that to access the service, users have to apply and fulfill the company's 5-point select screen criteria. This includes having a verified photo, show a relationship intent, and having a profile that contains 4 images, 5 interests, and a biography.
Yeah, but these bots are so advanced. I've seen that on regular bot accounts.
I don't know if I've ever seen one with 5 images.
Yeah,
But I've never seen one that was a verified either.
See, but it's funny that. Well, I mean, I haven't seen any that were verified, but it's funny because. But in order to do a verification, all you got to do is do a picture doing a pose that they
selfie,
say.
Yeah. But bots can't do that.
It's funny. Well, they can because all they got to do is go on Google and find the damn image, and then because these bot accounts are set up by other people. I mean, they're not actual like bots. They set the account up and then they allow a program to run the account.
Right. Same thing they do on Diablo 2, or used to. I don't know if they still do or not.
That I have no idea. Also, at the same time, with like AI and all that kind of stuff, it's just going to get more advanced over time, anyways.
Oh yeah.
As far as like the 5 images go, I've seen them with 5 images. Now it might have been 5 different people, and like 5 different images with 5 different people in each image. But I've seen them with 5 images. That's the number one telltale sign, guys. If y'all are on the internet or dating websites, social media websites, I mean anything, and if they got 4 photos with 4 different women or 4 different guys, it's most likely a bot account.
And if they're wanting to talk off-site, that's another sign.
It sounds like a bunch of stranger danger to me.
Well, that's not necessarily true either. Because, like, me personally, I don't prefer to talk on Tinder. I'd much prefer, like, Snapchat or something along those lines. But I'm not a bot.
That's acceptable after you get a rapport with a person and actually prove that it's a person instead of a bot. Because you go giving your Snapchat out to bots, then they're going to just sell that information.
What if it's a big man named Bobby with a waiting at his floor with a
Well, then there's going to be
Come here, pretty boy.
There's going to be a big old guy named Bobby with a
We can't say things like we have to use politically correct terms like freedom stick.
Yeah, them thingies that go boom boom.
The pew pew.
Your freedom pew pew, yeah.
It goes boom, boom. It's okay, YouTube. Don't worry. Spotify, you don't worry either.
I've heard worse on Spotify.
I've heard worse on YouTube, so they can kiss my lips because I'm lonely.
You don't have to be lonely
At farmersonly.com, another dating website. Hey.
That's the only one I really knew of for the longest time, just because of the commercials.
What's that one that came out before Match?
There's Christian Mingle.
No, this one was.
Did you know on Christian Mingle, the man who made it? I looked this up earlier because I was curious. I did my little research. The man who made Christian Mingle, he was married, and he made Christian Mingle so he could cheat on his wife.
Wow.
And then he ended up divorcing his wife, leaving her for the woman he found on Christian Mingle.
I think Travis was the one that told me that the guy who invented Match lost his wife to somebody on Match.
That is true. That is true. He created Match, and then his wife ended up on there, and then left him for somebody that she met on Match.
AKA, if you're married, don't make a dating website. Why would you even do that?
Well, you gotta think.
Ding
You're
dong.
in love. You think you found the love of your life, and you go, man, I wish I could help other people find this. And you create a dating website just for your wife to go, bye. Thanks to your dating website, I found somebody else.
You ever heard of Jim Harvey or Phil? Just Phil.
No.
That dude with a weird last name. But apparently, back in 1959, Happy Families Planning Services launches, started by both Jim and Phil, as a class project at Stanford, used a questionnaire and an IBM 650 to match 49 men and 49 women.
So that's OG dating website.
Yeah, the 1959 apparently is when the
I think I know what you're talking about. This
dating apps or dating online started or whatever.
Yeah, that was back whenever you used to have to send messages with rocks.
Right?
Through a window with a boom. Well, wait, never mind. They didn't have boom boxes.
I was looking up what came before Match. That's why.
I think Match is actually one of the older dating websites. I know for sure it is one of the older, but I don't know if it is the oldest.
eHarmony was the one I was thinking of. eHarmony, that's it.
Yeah, but I think eHarmony came after Match.
It did. But
Match
I know it was
actually
right
owns
there.
eHarmony.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And I think they own Plenty of Fish also.
I have a funny story, even though I don't know if my mother-in-law would want me to tell it, but I don't care. She don't listen to this. It's funny. She laughs at it.
Watch this be the one that she listens to.
You know what? Hi, Mom. I love you. I'm telling you a story because it's relevant, and you're the one who did it. I think she was on Tinder, and after the divorce, she was on Tinder, and this man, she, I guess, matched with this man, and one morning she got a message from him, and he's like, hey, what you doing? And she's like, oh, nothing. I'm getting ready for work. And he was like, oh, I could help you get ready for work. And I'm like, gross. And she's like, no, that's okay. I can do it myself. I'm a big girl. And he was like, you want me to come over and we could wrestle?
Bro.
He didn't mean wrestle. We picked on her for the longest time.
And Daddy? Oh, we wrestling? No, y'all not. Y'all having sex.
Kate said if Mom even invited him over, he would have beat his tail in the front yard. And I said, I would have let you. I wouldn't have cared.
Hey, they grown folk. Whatever they want to do, they can do.
Not when we're living here, no.
Even if it's each other. Look, y'all want to know the reason why I'm not on Tinder anymore?
Sex.
Take them teeth out, Bertha.
Oh, God. Not this conversation.
Oh, man, the things you hear in the nursing home.
Nancy, not my catheter.
You gotta leave that in there. I need that. Work around it.
We have really messed up conversations when it's not on the podcast.
We have really messed up conversations when it's on the podcast.
That's true, but it's more mild.
Match.com was started in 1993.
93. I didn't even realize it's been around that long.
30 years old. Holy
I
crap.
wonder who else is,
Around that age?
yeah. I wonder who that is.
I was 3 years old when that came out.
If y'all didn't realize, which was the one we were talking about?
Yeah, I'm old.
He's getting close. What's that old people dating site for 50 and older?
Oh Lord, I didn't know there was a dating website for 50
Me neither.
and
I
older.
saw a commercial for it on TV. I just don't remember what it was. Can you look it up for me, Switch, please?
Welcome.
Kinda. I'm covered in paint.
That makes me wonder too at the same time. Okay, so another thing I want to kind of discuss, aside from the fact that this whole $499 a month thing is just, in my opinion, a way for Tinder to try to keep people using their app and then coerce people out of money at the same time. Is the effects that being on a dating app like Tinder or Bumble or Hinge or whatever, these match-based dating apps, the effects that it can have on somebody's, mental
Psyche.
health. Yeah, their mental health, their self-esteem. And like I said, with this subscription or whatever, I feel like it's a way to try to keep people on there because, a lot of people get on there, and me being included. It's not like I get on there and get 100 matches a day. You know what I'm saying? And then when you do get matches, like me and Switch done said, the bots. You get these bot
Everywhere.
accounts that will send you likes and stuff like that, or you'll swipe on it, and then they'll, of course, it's a bot account, so it's going to swipe on everybody. Not realizing that it's a bot account, and then you start messaging them, realizing, or you'll match with somebody, and then you'll message them, and they won't respond back, or they'll talk to you for a day or two, and then ghost you completely, whatever the case may be. And that can have an extreme toll on somebody's mental health and on somebody's self-esteem. And I don't think a lot of people realize it as much, especially people that haven't used dating apps. Because, like, I've heard it before, like, oh, why don't you get on a dating app or this, that, and everything else. Is like, first off, I've tried that. It doesn't work. I've also been more of a face-to-face or, like, at least, talking to somebody type of person. That's where I can get.
Yeah, there's something about the physical connection there, and not like physical. Let's get physical. Do it like they do on Discovery Channel. Physical. I'm talking about just being in the presence of someone that you enjoy spending time with. There's just no substitute for that.
Yeah, I mean, it's more on a personal level, and like you said, physically being there, maybe not, like you said, physical, like, brown chicken, brown cow, but that aspect of being face to face, or like even so Pineapple can attest this 100 days out of 100 days being on, like, so we all play video games and stuff like that. How many chicks I've talked to through video games. I mean, we're not even going to get into that number. But getting on a date.
I'm not going to actually throw you under.
Throw me under the bus? Oh my god, hold up. I want to hear this one.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to throw you under the bus. That's what I was saying. I'm not trying to be. Good lord.
But
That's all I was saying.
Throw me under the bus.
Okay, you masochist. Jesus.
Oh.
I hate you. So, me and Travis have been friends.
About 4 years.
About 4 years?
Well, about 3 years, actually.
3 or 4. I don't know. We lost count. It's been forever. I've been there through Travis's inquiries of odd women. I've been there where women have not liked me because of the sole fact of I'm friends with Travis. Because I am a female. Even though I would reluctantly, or I'd reluctantly deal with them, like especially when they're B words. I beeped myself because I know there's gonna be a beep there. But I mean, it can kill your self-esteem when I know girls like being flirts. I like being a flirt. My husband lets me be a flirt because it's not like I'm gonna do anything. Sometimes some women need to realize when too far is too far. Some men need to realize when too far is too far. That goes for any. I don't know how it works on, dating apps, aside from what Travis has told me and friends have told me, and Switch has told me. Things you say to people are always going to leave an everlasting, bad or good. What was it? One of the girls that Travis was talking thought I wasn't in the game anymore and called me a...
The word eater.
I'm trying to put it in nice words, but not nice, if that makes sense. She basically called me attention seeking and a pick me because I was always around Travis, or I was around the... Little did she know my husband was playing at that time.
Yeah, she didn't stick around very long either after that.
I think she only stuck around for like 2 weeks. The stuff you say online is always going to have an everlasting effect on whoever you're saying it to. I mean, I've had friendships that went down the drain that have really hurt me. And I mean, Travis has had that happen too. Travis has almost wanted to fight people. You guys really need to be more human. People on the internet are not human. They're monsters. Be more mindful.
Yeah, I've been wrapped into that category a few times myself.
Monster or...
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. It was not my fault. Now, that's another thing. Well, some of them are... One incident, maybe a couple of them, were... Pineapple can attest. Look, Pineapple's been around for all of it. She can attest. Anytime I've ever been in situations like that, I've always made my intentions perfectly clear.
And I've cussed out quite a few of them.
Yeah, everything else was all on them, but then they just turn around and blame it on me.
Yeah, and then I cuss them out.
I'm only ever called a monster when I start yelling at people to get off my swamp.
Alright, Shrek. Oh, wait! Never mind, I'm not gonna throw you on the bus about this. Never mind, I'm gonna be quiet.
No,
that was mean.
You said it.
Nope, I don't want the wrath of Switch. I'm sorry, I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Nope, say it.
Mm-mm.
Pretty please.
Mm-mm. Switch will bully me for the next, 5 podcasts. I'm good.
And now you piqued my interest.
Wait. Who were you throwing under the bus? Me?
Switch.
Oh, Switch.
Yeah, now you've definitely piqued my interest.
Nope.
Oh, you piqued my interest, too.
You can keep wondering.
Wait, I want to know.
Can I please have a part, can I have the podcast before it's posted on YouTube so I can add something?
Sure.
Thank you. I'll put it there.
Put her there.
Aye, Captain. We're going to go ahead and end it here. We had our weekly talk, but unfortunately it's time for us to run. You do not find the happy life, you make it. Until we see y'all again next week, I'm Travis. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night.
I'm Pineapple, and I love you guys. I hope you have a great day.
Switchworks. Hasta lasagna. Don't get any on ya.
Bye-bye.